Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you may be. This is By Hook or By Needles. I am Sam, and today we are going to look at something called, let me check the name, the Fleck Stitch. That's F for Freddy, L for Love, E-C-K, Fleck. Because I am aware that my accent sometimes makes it a little difficult to understand me. Okay, with Fleck Stitch, it is a multiple of 2 plus 1. So I have already cast on 17 stitches so that you don't have to watch me, because, that can be pretty boring, I would imagine, constantly watching me. Now, the first, excuse me, sorry, I've got an itchy nose all of a sudden, and I don't know why. Alright, so multiple of 2 plus 1. The first side, this will be our right side, and we are going to just knit all the stitches. So, it's a 4-row repeat. You'll find most of, most knit stitches will have, be repeats. They're not normally, always the same. You don't get many 1-row repeats, let's put it that way. Well, not that I know of anyway. You might do. But anyway, stockinette. No, that's a 2-row repeat. Garter. There you go, that's a 1-row repeat. And I think the lacy stitch I used for the lace shawl was, no, that was a 1-row, no, that was a 4-row repeat too. Oh, okay. Don't worry about me, I'm just gibbering and jabbering. So we knit the first row, and then we purl the second row. This is the wrong side. So we purl back, purl the second row, this I am going to say is not a reversible stitch. It's going to be very different on the front than it is to the back. So this would be more for things like hats and bags and jackets and jumpers and things like that. So first row is knit, second row is purl, and the third row is very simply knit 1, purl 1, all the way to the end. So we knit 1, and this is where we get a little fleck. The purl bump will stick out and look like a little fleck in the yarn. Just adding just that little bit of texture. This might look particularly good actually if you were using a tweed yarn, because that's got lots of little flecks in it as well, and adding the actual little bumps might just give it that little bit of a texture. Okay, and the last one is a knit, a knit stitch. Okay, and the fourth row is once again a purl row. So the second and fourth rows are just the same. They are purl rows. The first row is a knit row, and the third row is like a ribbing, a 1 by 1 ribbing, knit 1, purl 1. So it's a very simple pattern to follow. It's not a very complicated 4-row repeat. and you should be able to see little bumps. Actually, they come up better on the camera than they do in real life when I'm looking at them, because I'm having a little bit of trouble seeing them, and that might just be the colour, or it could just be my eyes. Okay, so we will do another repeat. It is knit 1 all the way across. If you can hear that, that's one of my cats eating bickies and drinking water. If you can't hear that, well, that's good. Oh, it's my big fat one. He eats and drinks a lot. He's a very big boy, and he's still got massive paws, which, you know, usually indicates that they're going to get even bigger, but I don't know. He's already 2, so I can't see that he'd grow much bigger. Okay, and then second row, we purl all the way. Now, I suppose if you wanted to add a little bit of variance to this, you could, instead of always doing knit 1, purl 1 with the third row, you could probably go purl 1, knit 1, and then you would have the little flecks alternating with the flecks of the previous row. That's up to you. That's the sort of thing, you know, I like to do. I like to be a rebel and just, you know, do things that are completely and totally out of whack. Okay, and now we do our knit 1, purl 1. I really could see this in a tweed baby jumper, or you know, what else? No, not a scarf, because it's not really reversible. I only like reversible patterns for scarves. Knit 1 at the end, and then the last row of our repeat is purl again. You can see how quickly this is working up, because it is just basically 3 rows of all knit and all purl, and just that one variant row, which is your knit 1, purl 1. Needle down. There you go. I'm going to do a few more rows of this and I will show you what it looks like at the beginning of the video. I think I'm going to do that with all the stitches I do create, rather than do a swatch and then show the swatch and say this is what I'm going to show you how to do. I'm going to show you how to do it, finish off the swatch, and then just put it in the beginning of the video so you can see what it looks like, or what it's going to look like when you actually create it. And I think you'll find there's probably one, I can't count because my eyes are funny, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I can't count them. But no, there's only 3 stitches between the pearl stitches, pearl and or rib stitches almost. Knit 1, pearl 1. But once again, it's just very simple, very easy, adds a little bit of texture, and I think it's quite sort of pretty. Like I say, I think it would look nice with a tweed. So that is another stitch out of the way to put in your repertoire. And once again, if you have any issues with any of these stitches that I'm showing with you, please let me know. Ask me. Say, well, I don't know what you might sort of have difficulty switching between knit and purl, or it could be anything. Just ask me below and I will get back to you. Similarly, if you enjoy learning new stitches, and I've got a whole book of them, so I'm going to be showing you a whole lot of stitches. Please subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and then you won't miss any of the new knitting or crocheting stitches that I'm going to be showing you. Every Monday I'll be showing you a new crochet stitch, and every Thursday I'll be showing you a new knit stitch. So please join me. Okay, till then, bye for now.